3D art gaming chat fun. It is your show. xsinick 3D art gaming chat fun. Let's learn together. 3D art gaming chat fun. It is your show.
Oh, Gil.
xsinick banger.
Yo, in Genesis, Elohim created Adam in his image. We have fallen. Jesus Christ made us new again, never looking back, because looking back is death. Thank you, Jesus, for saving me from death.
Existence in A minor. His word is a wine getting finer. Existence in A minor. Jesus, the Alpha and Omega. Kid, look up, it's a new day. Father God, keep you in his way. The devil's a snake, so his natty dread I was slay. Keep it moving in this word. Give me that Bible, it's a sword. So many are made, a few are chosen. I like to eat like bread, never frozen. Keep on my thoughts, holy, rugged, raw. Keep all things blessed, and he will restore. In that garden, the snake came to eat.
Call you on me. Draw near people, draw near people, draw near. Call you on me, call you on me.
Take a deep breath.
Effervescent, 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 effervescent.
The Lord is good. Yo, he is blessed. The Lord is God. He will give you rest. I work so hard, thought that's how I was born. All this mental aggravation, yo, my hands are torn. Jesus, you gave me peace beyond mental reason. Yo, hold on, get good things come in due season. The race is not for the swift, but for those who endure. Help is on the way, Jesus is knocking at your door. If you feel tired, weary, and sad, and hopeless, he will transform you, renew with his likeness. The Lord is good, yo, he is blessed. The Lord is God, he will give you rest. The Lord is good, yo, he is blessed. The Lord is God, he will give you rest. Effervescent energy, the Son of Man gave me. Healing of my soul, the Son of Man saved me. I walk in new life with the end of sin's burden. I guess that's why the streets are golden. Heaven, effervescent transformation, understanding and knowledge. New body, new why, new life in due time is our heritage. Never giving up the word of God, give us strength. Overcoming all things, your evil devils get bent. The Lord is good, yo, he is blessed. The Lord is God, he will give you rest. The Lord is good, yo, he is blessed. The Lord is God, he will give you rest. Effervescent for the ever living. Effervescent for the ever living. Effervescent for the ever living. Effervescent for the ever living.
xsinick bangers.
Peace is what it's all about. Peace is what it's all about.
Focus, moving, always improving, making, baking.
always inventing, caution, torsion, always in function. High dynamic definition, this soldier on a secret mission. Stay busy, ay, always got the busy. Bible is bro on the busy mission. Always backed up by the great Jizzy, flexing over. Always pray Jehovah, till this break go supernova. Jesus my savior. Peace is what it's all about. Peace is what it's all about. Peace is what it's all about. Yo, say again, xsinick. Beat, what? Stay busy. Always got the busy. Bible is bro on the busy mission. Always backed up by the great Jizzy, flexing over. Always pray Jehovah, till this break go supernova. Jesus my savior. Stay busy, stay busy to fizzle. Always got that blizzle. Bible flexing over, till this break go supernova. Peace is what it's all about. 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 Flexing over, till this break go supernova. Flexing over, till this break go supernova.
xsinick bangers.
Peace out. Peace is what it's all about. Peace out. Peace is what it's all about. Peace out, 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 peace out.
Focus moving, always improving, making bacon, always inventing, caution torsion, always in function, high dynamic definition. This soldier on a secret mission. Stay busy, always got the busy. This bro on a mizzy, always backed up by the great Jizzy, flexing over, always praise Jehovah, till this place goes supernova. Jesus my savior.
Peace out. Peace is what it's all about. Peace out. Peace is what it's all about. Yeah. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out. Peace out.
Yo, say it again, xsinick peak.
Yo. Stay busy. Stay busy. Always got the busy. Busy. Stay busy. Stay busy. Always backed up by the great Jizzy. By the great Jizzy. Peace out.
The hour has come.
What you saying, man?
Made of dirt, made of earth, made of word, made of flesh, made of soul, made of blood, made of light. By his might, by his might, by his might. In the beginning I was in your bosom.
What you saying?
Stories you read to me now, I listen.
What you saying?
In the garden of flowers and fruits eating.
What you saying?
Your love is bright as a neutron bomb. The tree of life you kept from me.
What you saying?
Shorten my days to keep me holy. I need power, you gave me battle armor.
What you saying, man?
Keep me close, my savior, my mentor. And I love you. It's time. Come and join us, subscribe. Come now, the xsinick show. Our gaming chat fun. I am xsinick and I love you. It is your show. Come now, join us, subscribe. Come now, the xsinick show. The xsinick show. Bring our gaming chat fun. I am xsinick and I love you.
Hey, how's it going, everyone? Welcome to the stream. Welcome
Made of word,
to the
made
show.
of flesh, made of soul, made of blood, made of
How's it going,
light.
everybody?
By his might.
So as you can see, I got some like stuff I'm sharing out there, so feel free to check it out. Anyways, today on the stream,
Over, standing.
I'll be working on that drop ship. I want to add some more detail to the ship in 3D Code, so I'll be in 3D Code, and hopefully we'll get over to Blender to see what we could do in there, you know. So yeah, so we'll do that today. So we'll be in 3D codes, maybe some Blender and stuff like that. Thanksgiving is coming up, right? So like, wow, you know, like Turkey Day, right? You know, it's a delicious time of the year. So you know, I like to make turkey. So that's something I'm looking forward to doing. As a matter of fact, I gotta season my turkey. Or a turkey. I gotta season a turkey this afternoon. So you know, among other errands. I was wondering, like, you know, like, should I stream today? And I started working on the dropship myself, and I was like, you know what? Let me just stream it. Anybody out there has questions or just want to see that process, you know, that process could be shown and that kind of thing. So yeah, Lo-Fi Pets. Let me just clear up. So Lo-Fi Pets is like raps that I've been playing around for like at least a greater part of this year. So the original, what you're hearing on YouTube is not the original versions of that rap stuff. It's kind of like I had more lo-fi, like truly lo-fi beats, you know, like what they call boom bap, lo-fi, not much words, more like more instrumentals on that stuff. And I was like, you know what, let me see what, you know, if I take those exact same raps and make it sound like trap music, like, you know, kind of like the newer type style music, what would that sound like? I must say, it sounds kind of hot, you know. So I was like, you know, I was planning to put it out there and, you know, put it on Spotify or whatever it is, and, you know, could be, you know, people could get it for like a low price. But I was like, you know what, it's Christmas, you know, it's Thanksgiving. My community has been so good to me, you know, especially all the new people who have joined me recently, and from Plobby 3D, and you know, shouting out people like other streamers like Plobby 3D, like Boom, and you know, and there's so many others who's actually part of our community that actually stream, you know. Hey, you know, if you're out there and you want me to shout you out, just, you know, DM me in Discord or whatever it is, and I'll shout you out. Also, another cool fact is that Super Hive, which was formerly Blender Market, they have like sales going on their plugins. So if you ever want to get like box cutter or any other thing like that, check it out. You know, they may have a sale on it, especially you know, one of our own members, especially one of our own admins, Spicer. Spicer. I'm thinking about Christmas too much, Spencer. I'm sorry. Spencer Magnuson has some plugins out there on Superhive. Check it out. His newest one is Default Cube, which is kind of a fun thing, and he's continuing to work on that, and it's a lot of fun. But he has a whole bunch of other like productivity tools, especially to handle large scenes. And over time, you'll see me use some of those things. I'm planning to use them as much as I can, especially when I get the funds to do it, right? So, I mean, I have a whole ton of plugins before, but I'm gonna load up on some more. I try sometimes not to use too many productivity plugins while I'm doing this, just so that if anyone out there who's learning Blender for the first time, or you might not have the money, you don't have to get a plugin in order to follow along or to see what I'm doing or to understand what I'm doing, you know? Like if I just exclusively use box cutter, like, you know, I'm thinking that, you know, most people wouldn't like know how to use raw Blender to model, you know? But box cutter is definitely like a cool tool. And of course, you know, Default Cube, the game is a lot of fun. I'm gonna try to use it on here. I don't know if I'll use it in this stream, but hopefully the next stream's coming up. Anyway, guys, without further ado, I just thought I would just kind of talk about different things. You know, any music that you see me produce is just strictly for fun, guys. I'm not trying to be a purist. I did that for many years, and nobody listened to me. So like, people like didn't even know, you know, like whatever. They're like, you know, whatever, I was a purist, like MIDI and instruments, and nobody cared. So I'm doing, you know, stuff that I think is fun, and I'm just sharing it with you guys. I'm not trying to do any statements or anything like that. You know, it's just all art and just having fun, right? So, and of course, and I'm going to use topics that's kind of true to what I live, you know, which is, you know, following the Lord Jesus Christ, right? So that's my truth there, that, you know, and my life, so I just cannot talk about that stuff. You know, it's not the only thing I talk about, but it's out there. Anyways, guys, back to 3D, right? So we like working in Blender. That's what we're about here. We love working in other tools. Hopefully, I would like to probably do some Houdini in here, maybe do some 3D Studio Max, maybe do some Maya, but I think that's way off, right? So for now, you know, I think like the Blender, the 3D Code is fine, and any other thing along the way that that is free that you guys could pick up without too much, probably little to no money, right? So 3D Code is like the cheapest high-end sculpting tool that I've seen out there so far. I mean, there may be others, but yeah, I have it, so you guys could get it, you know, if you save up some money. And I think they also have a free version, or free trial period at least. All right, guys. So without further ado, let's jump into to add in some detail to this dropship for the game. Soul 3000. Let's go. Let's go. Hey, xsinick, how you doing? Good morning. Yeah. Let's go. Okay, good thing about playing my own, having my own music to play, is that I don't get copyright striked. Right, so there's some free music you play out there, but sometimes later down the line the creators copyright it, and then all of a sudden you get strikes on it. So I was trying to find ways. I just made my own music, you know, using LMMS. You know, you guys heard those beats from time to time. It's like you know, the soundtrack of what we do here. All right, just recently started using AI in the music, so that's been a lot of fun. Just sharing it with you guys, right? Anyway, here we are. Okay, it's 3D Code. This is a dropship. I started working on it, and I just kind of backstep because I figured that you know, it'll make for an interesting stream. So let's do this. Okay, so I'm in the front view here. Remember before, like in 3D Code, you could make your own custom tool. Your own custom panel. Let's see if we can get that up. Okay, let's see here. So this is not truly lo-fi, but I just stuck with a theme, and I already had the cover done, so guys, bear with me. I'm not perfect. I'm just a guy trying to have fun here and trying to do some work. Okay, let's see here. So we want to add. Oh, so there's an extra panel, right? It's like a custom panel. What's the name of it? Is it called custom panel? No, it's not. It's not the quick panel. That's something different. Can we make our own panel? Panel shortcut restore. Let's see. Make default. Add new room. No toggle. Custom UI. Oh no, that's to customize the UI. Panels, brushes, layers. Am I passing over it? And it's one of those things. Sometimes you look through and it's like sometimes you pass over it. Man, you skip a few weeks in streaming, it's like you're all rusty again. No, I'm sorry guys, I'm just trying to look for this thing. Anyways, let's leave the custom panel out for now. I'll have to find that. It's somewhere. I'm just not seeing it in my head. I mean, it should be like right there, but you know, no program is perfect, right? UI scheme, reset, nope, store. I'm just double checking here. Make default custom, no, okay, so I know it's somewhere in here. It's called like, it's not called a custom panel. And see, once I say that word, it's stuck in my head. It's literally like, Oh, presets, that's it. Bam! We got it. Okay, well, I had it. Hold on, let's get it. We know what it is. Panel presets. Bam. Okay. So now anything we do in here, we could save it as a preset. So first major tool in 3D Code or most 3D programs is the cutoff tool. That's cool. This tool right here, I could zoom in. We got all the bells and whistles now in the stream. So this cutoff tool right here. So I'm just gonna select that. I'm gonna change my brush to this. And we could just come here and we could save this. Let's come here and go add preset. Yeah, so right here, so it's on the cutoff. And it's already in here. So what I want to do, so notice like in the dropship here, these wings they rotate and that kind of thing, but they're clashing right now, right? So let's hide this here. Right, so the wings is just kind of shoved in there, and that's not really like how you want to really do like any kind of you know, you just, I mean, in reality, like objects don't intersect like that, right? So let's fix that. And this is a good thing about 3D Code. You could literally come in here and you know, just kind of do some kind of quick cuts, kind of like bullioning with, and it's done very trivially, right? So let's come in here. And I'm gonna cut along this angle here, and I'm gonna cut this main fuselage. I think that's what you call it, the main body of the ship. So I'm just gonna select this. Okay, so that's there. Okay, what's going on here? Cut off. Okay, here we go. Whoa, what's going on? Is it not? Okay, hold on here. Hmm? I don't know what's going on, guys. I'm not getting my tool. What's going on? Okay, let's start 3D Code again. It could be a stream. Sometimes when you stream, like things. Okay, yeah. So it crashed somehow. So I'm just gonna like force quit it. Okay, let's fire it back up. No big deal. It happens. No programs are perfect. Okay, yeah. So let's get into some streaming stuff. Okay, so that was lo-fi pets you could get out of YouTube on the channel there, and you could just, you know, you could stream it, you know. All right, so let's fire up this program here. 3D codes. Okay, get a dropship back. Okay, here we go. And the cool thing about 3D code is that you could actually put like a grid up to kind of like know if you're cutting things in like you could cut things like along grids and stuff. And let's see here, the grid should be this. Ooh. Does it control that? Yep. There you go. You could have an interactive grid, or you could just do it regularly. I'm just gonna come back here and see if my cutoff tool finally works. Yep, there you go. So there was a little bug, but we got it. Okay, I'm gonna hide these extra pieces. Come on top here. I'm just gonna start with this angle right over here. And I want to cut, but I don't want to cut it to make this bottom piece too thin. And I think this may ruin some of the internals, but it's a game, right? So we could screw around with like the reality of things a little bit, not too much, just to get things to work. There you go. Okay, so that's the angle in which we cut in this stuff, and I'm gonna come over here. In case if you guys are wondering, so the what I released was kind of like is mostly rap and hip hop. I like some rap music. I don't like a whole lot of rap music like I used to. I'm more I've always been more of a person that like rock, classical, that kind of thing. But I'm not biased either way, right? You know, if it sounds good, you know, it's kind of cool. Okay, so there you go. That's a cut. So I just want to look over here and see what's going on. Okay, so that's the cut we made. Right, so the problem with this though, let's go back. Seeing that this is rotating, I think maybe what you actually want is like a cylindrical kind of piece where the parts roll into. Yeah, I can't explain it. You just want something that a little more cylindrical, where the contacts are, where it meets, where it rolls. You want it more cylindrical. I'm not gonna do that right now. I'm just gonna do a little bit of a cheat as far as that's concerned. So I'm gonna come in here. I'm gonna cut this like this. Let's see how this is gonna look. Let's go back. Okay. Alright, so that feels a little more fitty-inny. That's a thing. Okay, so I'm gonna make that same notch out of the side of the ship. Itself, so let's do that. Okay, so it has the same notch in the ship. Let's just take a look. Alright, so everything is notched to accommodate that kind of a roll there. And this is a part I was thinking, you know, it should be circular for that, the contact of it being able to roll in. But again, you know, it's a game, so we could get away with some things. I'm just gonna zoom out here. Let's go to the front view. Okay, so this is the wings. I'm going to delete one side. I'm going to delete this side, and of course a cutoff tool is really good for that. Oh, whoa, whoa, we want to turn symmetry off. You don't want to cut the other side off. Just disable symmetry real quick. So guys, if you're experiencing lag on the stream, I'm not sure why it lags sometimes like this. I'm trying my best. Okay, let's get a transform tool. Alright, so I'm just gonna go here, say reset axis. Okay, that's fine. Reset space. It's fine. And let's come over here and let's go global space on it. Okay, and let's just go to global space. Let's go let's uniform, make the space uniform on the wing. So this is like applying transforms in Blender. In some programs you have to do it. So okay, we only want to move the gizmo. Right, I'm just gonna put it right here because I just want to see what happens if we rotate this mechanically one way. Let's turn that off. Leave rotated axes. After rotating axes, remain in the final state. So I think if we do that, oh, okay, yeah. So this is what I was talking about in terms of you know, having like a roll thing. Let's get. Can we get a wireframe back on? Okay. So this is some of the stuff that you kind of got to figure out as you do these things. So like say this is a resting place where the wing is on the ground. Then you have all this set of clearance that I gotta like notch out of here. And it's only proper to do it, and this would be the place to do it. So I'm gonna come in here and let's notch out that clearance. So again, you know, we have this. I think I want to come in here and notch, and then ideally you want like a fitting to fit in the wing here, and that's the notch. But at the same time, you know, it's the future, right? So I don't want I don't want to have like a big pipe with interlocking joints, and it looks, you know. So these are choices, guys, choices. What do I do? Let's see where we get so far. This might all fail, right? So I might do all this and it's like, none of it is working. But hey, that's what we're about, right? We're about exploring. Okay, I just want to come in here and see, like, you know, you come in here and you touch that. Or we could notch that part of the wing out. Yeah. Okay, so what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do like this. A little bit higher. Okay. And I'm gonna come on the wing here, the dropship wing. Okay, so that fits perfectly. Let's rotate that back and see what's up. Let's see if it's working. What's up? That's funny. Okay, so let's see here. I think I'm rotating along the x-axis, but it's okay. Okay, so obviously I can see where the you see where that piece fits. That piece fits in like that. So this is where like it would have a mechanism right here. Let's just see what it does to the design of the ship. That's not bad. Okay, this will work. I don't know about the internals though. The internals might have to Eternals. The internals of the ship will probably have to be worked out a little bit more, but we already have that in Blender, so okay. This has to be it, guys. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and save this. Alright, let's go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead and chop this part, the main fuselage and the main part of the ship in half. I'm just gonna do that right now. Okay, so let's go ahead and select that. Alright, we have the cutoff tool here, and I'm just gonna go ahead and select this rectangle here. We could turn the grid is already on. What we could do, we could use that special guide grid I was telling you guys about. So let's go ahead and do that. Control that. And you can move this around. Let's get this, or you can move it, the whole view around. That's good too. Let's zoom in here. Okay. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and just slice that. Look like it'll work. You know what? It just might work. So a little bit of a zoom in, a little bit of a micro adjustment on this. Okay, right, perfect. Okay. So now when I use this, it'll like totally snap to the grid, and you could just get rid of like half of the ship. Uh-oh, I hear my CPU cranking up. Oh, snap, that's my bad. I forgot to turn symmetry off. Okay, let's turn symmetry off. I gotta fix my player. The player is alerting me every time it plays a song. Preferences, playback. Okay. Okay, and then we got this other PC. I might as well cut this guy off. You see symmetries on him also. Yep. Again, if you're experiencing lag in the stream, I'm sorry. I don't know why that happens sometimes, but trying to sort that out. I've been trying to sort it out. I think I know why. Hold on. Let me see if this will. Let's see if this will help. Hold on. I think what happens is streams at like a really high rate. Actually, it's not. It's not that high. I'll get it sorted out, guys. Apologize for anybody who's trying to like watch it and it's like blocky and choppy. These things I had sorted out once upon a time. Let's just check my I'm gonna check my cores here and see what's up. See who's under stress, who's under pressure. Let's see. Yeah. Nobody in. Yeah. Should be okay. Let's check the network. Yeah, so I'm not sure exactly why the stream is choppy and blocky, and it is. I'm not sure, guys. Just bear with me. If this one is like that, definitely the next one will be better. I'm just trying to work on making sure things are cool. It looks like everything is fine, but you guys let me know. you see what I mean. So this very edge, I want this to be cut, to split in half. There's different ways you can do that in here. One way is there's a copy tool. So let's try that first. Okay, so there's a split, right? We can't, if you use just raw split on here, it's gonna like, it's gonna cut into it in a messed, well, let's see. It might not cut it into in a messed up way. Let's see. It just might work. Let's just test it out. Okay, make sure and save when you're doing test. And I'm gonna save a backup. Just, I mean, this automatically backs stuff up. I'm just gonna make sure and do that. Guys, if ads are bothering you, let me know. I could snooze some of them from time to time. Okay, so I'm just gonna come in here. I'm just gonna make sure this is saved. Work files, 3D code, and under vehicles, right? We have the dropship. I'm gonna do. Oh, this is dropship recover. Oh, save over dropship itself. Replace, and we're gonna come here, file, save as, and we're gonna do dropship, and we're gonna do underscore back for backup. I like to back up, even though the program auto backs things up. I still like to make my own backup file. It just coming from 3D Studio Max, you learn the hard way. Okay, so go ahead and save as, save back as the main thing. So if you notice, I have like 4 or 5 backups there. So if anything goes wrong, okay, I'm gonna try to split this and see how this works. So let's just go ahead with a regular split tool. I have smooth, so I'm gonna save the smooth tool right now. It's been doing pretty good, so I'm gonna come here, add preset. Is that the wrong? Hold on here, delete that. Okay, stick with the plan. Let's come here, split tool right here, and we want no border in the split tool, and also I want this marquee tool here. So I'm just gonna go ahead and let's just do a test on it. Let's just come here and just do that real quick and see if it splits it. Yep, it totally splits it, right? So I'm just gonna undo that, and I'm gonna save this tool because I like the way it works. So let's go ahead and do that. Actually, the split tool has like borders and all that sort of stuff, but we don't want to do that. Keep it on 0. Add preset. Okay, let's go ahead and split this bad boy. I want an even split, so I'm just gonna like eyeball it for now, guys. I know eyeballing is probably not the best way. Oh snap!
Freddy_confetti_ just redeemed hydrate.
Thank you, Freddy. You're saving me. He's making sure I drink water. I literally woke up with a headache from not drinking water. Thank you, Freddy Confetti. I think you're able to do guides in here, but let's see what happens if I put this grid on and make it small. See if I have enough grid space to divide this thing properly. I'm watching. Okay, I see a divide here. So that's like that. It will be uneven, guys. I think I better do it by, well, you know, alright, I'm just gonna go ahead and just do it. Okay, yes, by eyeballing it first, and then if that doesn't work, then I'll actually use a curve. You could use curves in here. Oh, the xsinick guy likes to eyeball everything. I just want things to be done quickly. I'm sorry. probably better not to eyeball this, but we could always adjust the vertices once we have it retopoed in Blender. Where am I from? Freddy, I'm from planet Earth. No, I'm just joking. Originally, I was born in Trinidad and Tobago. If you're detecting an accent, that's what that is. But I live in New York. You know, most of my life. So I'm from New York. If you wanna. But I am a Trinidadian at heart. What made you ask that question? Is it because maybe you picked up an accent, or did you actually listen to the last album we released called Candy Pets? And did you hear the last track on the album? You're like, wait a minute, is this guy from Mexico? Is that why you asked? Because that was a surprise track. I'm pretty sure a lot of people didn't expect it to turn out that way. Okay, so this is a moment of truth, guys. I want to see if this split works. And why don't we have like a blue? We should make this blue instead of tan. Let's see. No. Okay, so you see what happened there? This is what I was talking about in terms of being able to split it. Because I don't have it exactly in the middle. It like deviates a little bit. So I'm gonna have to use the copy tool on this and clean it up. Okay. So this is the split that I want. It's not gonna work that way. So let's use a copy tool. It's another way we could achieve that split. Okay, so this is a copy tool. I'm gonna make a new layer. Right, call it 01 or whatever it is. So this new layer is empty. I'm gonna take the new layer, place it on tippy top, and I'm gonna copy the bottom layer onto that new layer. And there's this tool called, let's see here. Oh, clone. Is it clone? Let's see. Clone the selected piece. No, there's a copy brush in here. Let me see if I could find it. Copy clay. This tool copies the surface area, point to the area you want to copy. Okay, I'm not sure if that's it. Okay guys, I'm gonna have to look over here real quick. Okay, so it's not here. Once we find it, I'll put it in all on our nice little tools right there. Oh, Jamaica. Jamaica me crazy. Nah. Oh, okay. Last time I streamed. Yeah, no, I'm not Jamaican. I'm more Trinidadian. But I don't know. I mean, like, I feel like I'm more New York now, more American than anything. But definitely, yeah, Trinidadian for sure. Okay, so let's see here. So I'm gonna get a copy tool here to copy that part that I want. So let's see here. Smooth. Once Trinidadian, always Trinidadian. Okay, so let's see here. Copy. Here it is. Okay, so I'm gonna make a copy of the copy tool. And we can use different brushes to get the thing copied. I'm going to use a regular brush just so you guys can kind of have an idea of what this tool does. If you're ever interested. So I'm just going to select that. And I think the copy tool also deals with depth and all that sort of stuff. So it's like at 50% depth. I'm just going to do a quick copy just to see if it works. And we could also, let's see here, so copy. Like it totally switched on me here. Okay, something happened and it switched on me, guys. Give me a second. Okay, here it is. I'm just gonna make sure and save this to my presets right here, so I got it. I don't know why it switched. That was odd. Okay, here we go. Why is it odd? I think in what it's doing is auto picking the layer, so I'm just gonna turn that off. Don't want that. Okay, let's get back here. Okay, here we go. I think it's copying right now. Yes, it is. Okay, so what I normally do, I just kind of like hide like that, and I can see where it's copying. And then the depth is how deep it copies, so it's really deep. So I want to change that. Really, I don't want it that. I don't want it copying that deep. Okay, additional extrusion, copy only surface. You could do that. Steady stroke radius. You know what? It could copy that deep, and we'll just cut into it. No big deals. Oh yeah, absolutely, Freddy. You know, you could look. You don't have to always engage with me. You could just watch. So if anybody's out there and they're wondering, like, you know, oh man, you don't have to engage with me. It's all good. Is this control the depth? I just want to see something. Okay, so this is using a brush. Let's see what happens if I use the marquee, the lasso. Nothing. Let's see here. Okay, so I guess it's totally a brush thing then. Okay, so this is one way. I'm not liking this way right now. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna make a copy and use it as a boolean, and it's gonna probably cut it out way cleaner and faster than anything. So let's just do that. This is one way I've used. I think this way may work really well with like 3D characters. I'm just gonna clean that off and let's just use a boolean. Let's just use the same object as a boolean. I'm gonna duplicate that mesh, and let's just give it a different color. And I'm just gonna move it, kind of like slight offset, because that's what we want anyway, right? We just want this. And I'm gonna use this to cut into the other one. Okie dokie. I'm gonna make another copy just in case. Let's duplicate that again, and let's hide this copy. Okay, let's see which one is the green one. That's the green one. Why don't we have like blue? I'm gonna make a blue shader real quick, guys. Just gonna come over here, right click, and then let's go select construct new shader. Let's give it like my tag here and a K and underscore like blue real quick. Yeah, not having blue is really bothering me for some reason. Flashing. Cavity. Why is it picking up on the texture? I don't know why. Okay, blue, bulge colors. Where do you go? Like blue like that. It's really good. Yeah, I'm totally all about the orchestral crescendos and all that. A matter of fact, if you're into orchestral music, especially for games and just classical music in general, I am going to, God willing, if everything goes smoothly, maybe next week or maybe this weekend, I'll be having an epic showcase with one of our members. Their name is Dylan. Dylan is a pretty new member, and he is a really good classical composer. He uses his computer to bring together classical orchestration for games. Oh yeah, really? What's the name of it? I'm gonna raise up the detail on this wing here, guys, so I don't, I'm just gonna raise the detail up on this. Okay, so you see how all of a sudden it gets really nice and clean. Alright. So let's go ahead and hide the bottom. Alright, let's go ahead and duplicate this part here. Duplicate. Okay, I'm gonna hide this piece right here. And we want to subtract this top piece from this bottom piece here. We could kind of do it as is, but I think I'm just gonna do like some slight scales on it. I mean, this is not the best way. What you actually want to do is to have it kind of inflate from the inside out, or offset each face. You want each face offset. That's how you do it in CAD, right? So you offset like a face from another face from another face. You don't necessarily want to scale and stuff, but it's a game, guys. I'm not creating an actual spacecraft, so. Okay, so let's give it a little bit of a scale, a little bit of a push. A little bit of a push that way. A little push that way. A little push that way. Again, that's not the perfect way, but Spitfire, BBC, Symphony Orchestra. Oh, BBC has a British broadcasting company. Yeah, I still like to watch a lot of the BBC back. They have some really interesting stuff. Wow, Spitfire. Is that a program? I mean, like, is that a BBC show? I'm gonna move this up slightly. So what I'm trying to do right now, I'm trying to make sure that when I use this to cut, that everything could cut through perfectly. And I actually like the way how the panel is working right now. Actually, it looks pretty cool. Like, I could use this as is. Like, this is great, like, there, because it has that lip that I'm looking for. Spitfire. Of digital music. Oh, okay. What program do you use it in? Is it like a Reason thing, or? Or you can use it in any DAW? You like Fruity Loops? Really? I use LMMS, Linux Multimedia Studio, for a DAW. Wow. Can I look? Freddie, you mind if I look this up real quick? And it says it's freeware? Would it work on Linux? Oh, you've actually used LMMS? Hey, welcome, brother. Hey, how's it going? That's what I use. I use Fruity Loops like way in, when I was now getting into using DAWs and stuff. Fruity Loops was the first thing that I used, and I actually found some Fruity Loops files I have there. I'm not able to open them though. Oh, ads, okay. Not totally sure. Okay, let me know if I found it here, because I'll just bookmark it for later. Is this it? Oh, free. Is this it? Scoring journey. Discover songs of the best southern orchestras. With handpicked orchestras. As you could tell, I like orchestral stuff, but look what's playing right now. Okay, let's see what they have here. Some nice woodwinds. Oh, nice. Violins and violas. Talking about violins and violas, I know we have another member in the I haven't seen him for a little while though. Oh, you're back? I was just saying, as you could tell, like I was playing music just now and there was an orchestral thing that came in, and yeah, this stuff sounds good. Woodwinds and violas. This is great. Ambient, yeah. You know, there's another member. There's a member in our Discord there. His name is Matteo, and he actually does heavy rock music with a violin. I don't know if he does it anymore, but he did. I remember he had like the electric violin, and he would send me clips, or he would send us clips on the server, like of him, you know, playing heavy rock music. So even though you guys see me put like, I just put some rap stuff out, and that's as far as I go with that. It's fun, it's fun or whatever it is. But if you guys have been looking back at some of the stuff, I'm mostly into rock, orchestral type stuff. That's just kind of like what I like. But I still like a little hip hop here and there, but not too much of it anymore. Okay. Yeah, so this is cool. So I'm guessing this is it. So I'm going to save this. So Fruity Loops, I don't see LMMS, but we'll see if it works. We'll see if it's worth checking out. Yeah. I know how it is. It's the holidays. It's Thanksgiving. Work. So on and so forth. I get it. Yeah, guys, I'm sorry for the little ads and all the little wacky things that's popping up. I'm still trying to clean the stream up, so you might get like little things in chat, little ads, and I'm back after a long hiatus, right? So I'm really trying. Okay, let's just go ahead and subtract this guy from this guy. Right, there's a little problem over here, but we could deal with that. So I'm gonna put this guy and nest him in this guy. I'm gonna right click. What's the name of this guy? Drop range copy 001 is fine. Let's go ahead and subtract from drop range copy 0. Okay, let's see. Ooh, the moment of truth, moment of truth. Okay, did it. It's subtracted. Let's see if there's any anomalies. Of course there is. Just gonna zoom in here a bit. Okay, let's unhide our thing here. Yeah. But we could always clean these things up, right? That's what we do. Yours you making? Okay. Oh, okay, okay. Yeah. Yeah, if you whatever you end up doing, you know, please you know, if you when you're at a point to share it, you know, please share it. Yeah. You know, we you know, I think it will be cool. Okay, I'm gonna clean up this little anomaly here. I'm just gonna like delete this guy. So I'm just gonna use that cutoff tool. There's other tools in here to do cleanup, like things like the plane tool and stuff, so I'll probably get there. You probably do texture and rig it. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, that's what's up. Let's do on the plane, and we could define like how we want to cut this. So I'm gonna come over here. So this is the plane right here. Plane defines the area. Let's do a 3-point on this. So 3D Code uses voxels. So I'm gonna pick the first point here. Right. I'm gonna pick the second point here. I'm gonna pick the third point here. Right. So now I could cut anything along this plane here. Let's just see. Yep, see, it totally did it. A little mark right there, I could just smooth that out. So if things look smudgy, with these shaders are the like what I call the worst case scenario shaders. So the shaders are meant to show you like the most micro amount of like distortion on the surface. And but if you put a regular shader on, you're not going to see anything. And plus we're going to retopo this, so it should be fine. Alright, so this is what we wanted. So I'm going to scale this up. I'm going to treat this thing here. Oh, and the ant. Okay, yeah. I have one of my brothers, right? He's a comic book artist, right? And he does a comic book artist that has a good many comics under his belt, and he has this character called Antil. I think I want to scale this, guys. But you know what I'll do instead? I think I'll scale the wing. So I'm just gonna move this out so we can get a little bit of a gappage. I'm just gonna scale this in the ways that I think needs to scale, and we'll be okay. Yeah, so he does. The reason why I brought that up, Freddy, is because my brother Nigel, he has a character called Ant Hill, and it's all about ants, believe it or not. So the superhero he has is a superhero who kind of controls ants and stuff like that. So if you look up Ant Hill comics, or yeah, it's sometimes, you know, truth is stranger than fiction or something like that. Like sometimes when I say stuff like this, people are like, "Oh, you're lying." You know, every time I say something, Nick knows something about it. It's like, dude, like, I'm sorry, man. I just look a lot of stuff up, and just so happens my brother just happened to have a comic book character who's ants. His name, it's like online. Literally, if you look it up right now, watch Ant Hill. You guys know my name, right? So my full name is Nicholas Carrington. But let's see. All right, so let's see here. Oh, Anthill comic. if I type Anthill, it's gonna literally. And don't forget, the album that we have out on Spotify actually has a song called Ant World. I think I played that for you. Check it out. It's all about ants. Maybe if I bring it together like that. There you go. So that's my brother's stuff right here. No, not this. You kidding me? What? Somebody actually stole his stuff? I gotta show my brother. What is this about? What? No way. Okay, until Star Skills. Okay, Star Skills Comics. Right here. Okay, so there you go. This is my brother's character right here, Antil. And he has like, I think by now he's probably like on his 30th or 40th issue of this character. This is the #1 cover. And he has to draw like tons of ants. So the fact that you're modeling an ant in Blender is like, I've seen it, man. Like, you know, he's always like drawing ants and everything. Yeah. Yeah, that's how we started, man. We started doing comics, man. Like, you know, myself, my brother, is like all that. Look, this is another cover from it. Look like somebody's trying to steal his idea over there. I wonder if he knows about that. I mean, his stuff is covered. You see, this is like number 16, I think, which is a wide cover. So Star Skills Comics, everybody. Until this is my brother Nigel, and he's been drawing comics for like many years. I mean, we both have, but he fully like jumped into it, and you could buy them online somewhere. I think he used to have the domain, but somebody took it from under him, like Star Skills Comics. But yeah. Sometimes his comics could get pretty gory. You know, he's been trying to scale that back a bit, make it a little more palatable for different people. But yeah, it's issue number 18. Anywho's, I don't know if he got a domain back, but Anthill 2 Stars Comic Realm. Number 2 is out there. Anyways, guys, that's it. Yeah. Anyways, you know, that's there. I think you also have different comic titles, like one called Guardians, which is about these kind of bird, kind of angel people, and it's all kinds of cool stuff out there. All right, so we got a wing here happening. At least one part of the wing. I'm gonna put this back into that ZBrush red. I just want to see how all that just for a lip. You can believe that? Hold on. I what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna thicken it, just scale it just a little bit. Oh, the wrong one. Let's scale this one just a smidgen. Okay. Alright, so I'm gonna continue to cut this thing up, seeing that I kind of have like a thing going with the cutting. So let's come in here. Let's see if we can start to move quickly. I'm gonna go a little silent, guys, unless someone has something they want to ask me. Okay.
もっと長いシャツを買ってみたらよかったね。いや、ホテルなんじゃねえ。写真よね。私はこんな髪なかったらさ。
Okay, so what's happening? I gotta get colors to start tag these things so I don't get confused. So let's I'm just gonna make a few quick shaders here. That makes sense. I'm adding this quick pick tool because it, you know, it's just kind of like a quick selection thing. All right. Okay. So what was happening? If you saw any anomalies while I was cutting this thing up, is because I just didn't. I realized like when I have the split tool, like you could have a border on it so that when you merge things back, you don't get like seams. But I normally have that off because I do want seams when I cut into things so they look more technical, like they're made up of several parts. But I wanted to merge some stuff back without these seams happening to them, and it's all good, guys. You know, whatever. Things could always be fixed later. And, you know, we've done that in the past, no big deals. So I'm just going to go ahead and add more resolution to this one wing here. To get the edges crispier. Crispy edges. Okay, and then, you know, you should be able to use things like smooth and all that to get rid of little anomalies and stuff. Okay, so I think this part looked like it's somewhat built back. Let me get rid of this. So right now you're seeing it's in some kind of weird mode. Let's do this a little bit better. And maybe I could just bring the whole ship above the plane right here. But I'll hide the plane for now. Okie dokie. Alright, we're about to make some quick shaders. These shaders are driving me up a wall. I don't know why they have like these kind of weird shaders, and these shaders are meant for like in the viewport, you know, meant to be render shaders. They have like a whole separate version for that. So I'm just gonna do that real quick. Making shaders is not that difficult in here. Just gotta find the right base one to work with. Let's see, let's select that. Keeps coming up with those. Come on, get out of here. Okay, let's try this one. Let's see. Let's go construct new shader. Let's try the same blue thing. Okay, normal texture. Let's get rid of that. Yes, finally. Okay. Don't know why that's blue, but okay. Oh, I think it's just previewing something else or the other. Okay, so the cavity color I want to be like a muted kind of dark green, and the bulge color would be like a lighter. Let's see if this works. Let's go to a more muted green. Okay, so that seems like that will work. We're gonna use this to make all our other shaders. It came back with this nonsense shader. I'm gonna try to get rid of this. Get out of here. Yeah, boy. Okay, let's make a blue out of this one. Let's go construct new shader. Oh, let's do rename shader. Frog skin. Wait a minute. Did that not? Hold on, guys. I think I maybe just gotta give it a different name. Hold on. Let's go with the orange. Little bit rusty, guys, but I'm getting back in there. You know, just knowing the little nuances of each thing it's a little weird. Okay, here we go. This is working now. Okay. Cavity color, I'm gonna do like a deep, kind of like bloody, kind of orange, kind of dirty orange for cavity, and for the thing, I'm doing nice, blurred, kind of yellowish, kind of to white. Okay, this is good. Yeah, there we go. Now we're gonna build, do a couple more colors like this. Right click, construct new colors. The orange. This one will be blue. So 3D code was made by a company. I think when I do the blue thing, it's like glitching into the other one that I had. It's all good. Let's see if it will work. I don't know. Let's just cancel on that. Cancel. That's iffy. I'm gonna give it a new name. I don't know why it's glitching like that. Let's see here. Select construct new shader. Instead of blue, I'm gonna call it cyan. I give it a different name. I don't know why. It's like it's doing some weird stuff. Okay. Gray thing. Let's go construct new shader. And I'll call this charcoal gray. Charcoal black. Let's call it charcoal. Alright, so you want something more into like black here. Let's go to cavity. Let's make the cavity completely black. And let's do this here, that. It's a little more white. Just tune that down a bit. Okay, let's play with this charcoal black thing. Probably use more of a charcoal gray than a black, but it's all good. Let's get that like about there. Let's turn this down a bit. Okay, might need something like that. All right, I think we're good with shaders for now. Okay, so I'm just gonna bring back up. Let's see if we can bring back up that piece right here. So this piece technically should merge in with this piece, and this piece should be separate from the other pieces. I'm just gonna put these together. I'm just looking it over real quick here. And I have no problems with merging the scene. Although I might regret it later, so I'm not gonna merge it right now. Merge it later. So let's nest it together. Just gonna go ahead and save, and let's color the top part See that we got all new shaders now. So bottom, top. Yeah, yellow. Okay. That should work. We're not seeing the inside part here, so it's okay if this does that. I just want to make sure we see the separation. Okay. And then there's different ways I could have done this, right? So I think there's a way where you could select like portions of your mesh and just have it extrude out, you know, but I'm not there yet, guys. Gotta bear with me. We're gonna get back in the swing of things, and speed and everything is gonna increase. Let's see here. Okay, so this is that. We're gonna leave that alone. That's that. We're gonna leave that alone. Okay, these are the other parts of this one model here. Look at that ugly color. Let's choose a nice nifty color for it. How about that? Okay. Alright, and we have some pieces that needs to come in here. Yep, that piece has to come in there. So we're gonna take this guy, color him blue. We're gonna drop him in here. I believe this is the last piece here. Right, yep. Color that guy blue. Drop that guy in here. Then we're just gonna, seeing that this is supposed to be together anyway, I'm gonna merge this. Merge subtree, so it's gonna merge everything in that tree. It's good. Alright, so we got our 3 pieces. So the reason why I had to do it like this is because it wasn't a straight shot this way. It was slightly warped because the initial model was done in Blender, and I just winged it, right? Just to get the idea down, to get the shape down, or whatever it is. So what I'm gonna do here, I'm gonna nest this with this. Alright, so this is all just the wing part, right? I'm just gonna go ahead and save this real quick. Man, we haven't even gotten to like doing any sculpting work on it. So far, I mean, we're chopping into stuff, but okay, so save that. Let's see this here. I'm gonna increase the detail on this. Well, you know what? Let's not increase the detail on that guy because there's more work that has to be done on this guy, this piece. Scale back down. Okay, we need a definitely a nice smooth tool. So I forget which one. I think the surface smooth is the best one. It actually does a good job. So I'm just gonna test this out. There's different smooths in here. There's voxel smooth and there's surface smooth. Yeah, wouldn't you know? Yeah. So the surface smooth. I'm dragging this by hand, you know, we could use different tools to get this stuff done. Like, you know, there's like a point-to-point kind of thing. Yeah, you could do that. And it would just clean things up. So you could get really mechanical in here. Because I know someone was asking me, hey, can 3D Code, can it do hard surfaces? Yes, it can. It specializes in that now. It really does. It also does really good organic modeling too, but you know, they really focused on the hard surface thing. Just go on this site, check it out. It's one of the things that kind of, when I saw some of the work being used, I was like, what? I gotta check this tool out. Okie dokie, so this smooth is nice. So I'm gonna save this tool in all nice little presets over here. We got presets. When are we going to go into Blender? That's what I want to know. Soon. We're going to get in there soon. Okay, so I've got to pull up some concept art just so we could like make the underside of this hot. Yeah, and holding shift is also smooth also. Okay, I'm not going to increase the resolution on that as of yet until we, anyway, there's some other stuff that needs to be fixed. So let's see. Yeah, that guy. So let's run some smooth on this guy real quick. again, these are worst case scenario shaders, so they show every tiny imperfection, even stuff that's not visible in 3D, like in other 3D apps. It just tries to show you that. So okay, let's use that straight line tool thing. Let's use a straight line for that edge. Okay, there we go. Save. Okay, I'm just inspecting the whole thing. So I noticed there's a little play on here because what's going on, there's a little thing on here because what's going on is that this thickness here is touching that on here. And that's fine for now. You know, we'll deal with that later. I'm just kind of inspecting it. We're working at Boeing, guys. We're working at Boeing, so we're inspecting like plane parts. All right, so let's see here. Okay, so I see like there's some like little bit of like things. So I think in here you could isolate your views. Let's see here. Toggle between perspective. Let's see here. Full screen. I know there's isolation mode. I can't think of it right now off the top of my head. The graphic. Anyways, we could just hide it. No big deals. Or we could just we could ghost the other parts. Yeah, just ghost them for now, and so that we just have this, so we can't accidentally work on them. So I'm gonna do some cleanup. Just go here, grab the cutoff tool, and just clean some things up real quick. No big deal. You could like literally just do it in view here. It's no big deal. So what I'm gonna do here, this is gonna delete. I'm just gonna delete like little edges and stuff that has little leftover things from bullying in the Boolean operation. So okay, I'm gonna do a little trim around this blue piece. I gotta change things like how many times this auto saves also. You know, having a little lip on it is also going to add that detail, right? Okay, what are we going to do with this blue piece? It can't just be a solid block. It looks stupid. Literally, we could take this, duplicate this, and just nest it, like do a nested structure. I think that might look cool, you know. So, and it also adds to the design of what we're doing here in the game. I think like that kind of ribbing look. I know another game called Dead Space had that in full effect. I wonder if we could get away with it. Okay, I'm gonna nest it one way and I'm gonna rib it the other way. I feel like I'm speaking something that's wrong. Okay, let's go here. He's doing what? He's ribbing? like what? Okay, I'm gonna unnest it from here. I'm just gonna hide everybody else and just deal with this one piece and try to make it look as cool as possible, right? If it's not cool, it's not working. It's not gonna go in the game. Let's just look. I'm just gonna bring up some other like concept art. The concept art like reference images, so that if there's anything cool in them that we could use to break this thing up, we're gonna do it. I mean, off the top of my head, like we could draw a couple lines and break up the structure, but I just want to look at some real world images and some concept art. So let's do that. And there may be something out there that might be cool. that we could use to make that cooler. Let's see here. Let's check concept art. Inspiration folder. Nice. Of vehicles. So this is a mixture of concept art that's not mine and some that are mine, and then some real images. We just, you know, we're not ripping anybody off. We're just getting ideas for things. We're not going to use their idea. It's just inspiration. See this layered look right here? That's definitely what you want, right? You want that look there. So I may need to draw that in and then separate the pieces. Actually, hold on. Yeah, I think let's go for that. Let's go for that. Let's do another shell layer, and then try to add some greeble. We call that greeble, like all this sort of stuff in there. In the middle there, we call greebling. There's plugins for that actually for Blender. I think there might be an actual plugin called Greeble. Okay, so at least that's what they call it. I mean, I don't know, guys. Correct me if I'm wrong. Okay, so let's go ahead and let's do another shell piece, and then we're gonna greeble the inside part. So I'm just gonna go ahead with my nice split right here. I'm gonna bring that down. Let's bring up a grid so we could kind of cut it with some level of. Actually, hold on. Let's use a spline. I think this is a spline tool. Not this one. It's this one. All right, there we go. And let's use a spline. Split, go back into my split, click here, go into spline. Yep, this is a spline tool, and let's just start drawing. Whoa, where's my, okay, right here. Let's draw a spline. Right, because I was doing it freehand, and you know I'm good with that. But just if anybody's out there watching, like, oh my gosh, he's like nope. There's tools like this, and let's bring up a grid just so that nobody complains. It's like, dude, like you're doing everything by like sight. I know, guys, I have a phobia on that because, like, you know, I work with engineers and they don't like to see you not like use automated things, you know, or things that guide you, you know. They're like, so what's the measurement on this? I was like, I don't know. I don't know what the measurement on it, but it looks cool. Just joking. Okay, let's go here. Let's see here. Okay, so I'm trying to get here. So this is like 1, 2, 3, about 4, about maybe 3.5 cubes here. So 1, 2, 3. So yeah, this is thicker over here. It's probably 1.5. We could control the grid itself. See if we could get the grid to do something. Alright, so let's see, we got 3 across there. So 1, 2, 3 blocks. This is 1, 2, about 3. Okay, not bad. And what's this one? Try to get this tip here. That's about 3. It's about 3, like right there, actually. In the end is what feels right? Let's see. Nope, it wants to be like this. About there. This feels wrong. This feels like this should be back a bit. Okay, I'm gonna turn the grid off and just scooch it back a bit. Yeah, that's definitely not. Yeah, let me see. Hold on, let's go down a bit more. Okay, Okay, that feels okay. Where does this land? This point should definitely land like up here. Ooh, ooh. I keep moving the grid. Okay, I'd get my. Come on. Okay. Okay. So I think I want that to be on that. So that's 1, 2, 3 in there. This is 1, 2, 3 blocks there. Okay, so that should be okay. Yeah, it is what it is. We're gonna cut. Split it. Let's go here. Apply curves. Let's go. Bam. There's a cut. For better or for worse. Okay. So what we got? It's like I'm trying to take something that's kind of like slightly not perfect. I'm trying to like perfect it, make it perfect in here. That'll work. I mean, that's not bad, right? Okay. All right. Let's make this and let's make this be like a shell thing, and then we'll greeble it up. Come in here. Oh, yeah, I need to make this tool here. Oh, there's a curve. There's a thing here for curves. I'm gonna hide the curve that we just made. I'm sorry if I'm slow, guys. It's been a while. Okay. And I'm really careful, you know. I'm like, I don't want to screw things up. Okay, so another nested part. It always likes to go into autographic mode, but that's okay. Nothing's wrong with autographic. Autographic helps sometimes. Let's go like about that thick there. This is scoochy. This scoochy it about that, so we have almost the same thickness around, almost. Alright, you can see where it feels right there. I'll just bring this in. It's all good. Eyeballing. Okay. This beat is hot, by the way. It's supposed to be free. I found it online somewhere. Okay, see here. All right, so let's start let's draw on this. I'm gonna put it on the Wacom. Okay, bear with me, guys. I gotta kind of get a drawing tools for this program, kind of like working properly. Just unnest this. I'm gonna hide the blue part. Let's go ahead and save everything. Okay, saving. If you want to rotate in 3D code, I think if you press F, like wherever you press F to, is going to rotate on that pivot. So if I want this face, I press F with my cursor there, which is what I like. I wish Blender had this. But I think Blender in the sculpting, it pivots on the last brush stroke that you did, which is also cool. But I wish it had it like this though. Okay, I think I want a straight brush to do some straight angles on here. So let's see if we can see if we can get that to work. Let's see if we can get one back. So I have the build brush, I have the extrude brush, rapid. Okay, that's surface tools. Let's go into let's stick with voxels, or let's see the regular clay. They have a thick layer. I'm gonna use each brush just quickly just to see how it behaves. Okay. I think the clay one is the most basic. I want something with a nice straight edge, so we're gonna look for that. Ooh. All right, let's first thing, let's make this more resolution. Raise it up. There you go. Sweet. Okay. Okay, so I don't know how that works. I'm not sure about that one. Okay, so I know some clay brushes in here is good. Let's see. And also, let's see if we could get that brush menu up here. Windows, brush options, brushes. There we go. We got brushes. Oh, brush alphas. If I'm gonna be more technical. Brush alpha happening. I think Blender had like the alphas on the bottom. Let's put it in the bottom. And let's see if we can make it bigger. Normal, large. There we go. I don't know if this works. Probably doesn't. Let's put it back on the side. I feel this is better. Okay, let's take the square one right here. Oh, it keeps this tool does not depend on the alpha. Okay, so we can't use this base brush. So this is the base one. Let's see here. Vox build. Vox build mightn't be bad. Let's see here. Thick layer, soft layer. Flatten. Flatten is a good tool. We'll add that later. Wet clay. What does wet clay do? Let's make it a little bit bigger. Is it using the alpha? I think it is. Let's just double check. I don't think it is. If you use this. Nope, it's not. Okay, let's try another one. Vox buildup. Yeah, so Vox buildup is actually using the alpha. I'll show you guys. Make this bigger. Alright, so this, bam, right on there. That's how we could get cool stuff happening. So if I use this, it'll make that square right on there. Scale this down. Right. Okay, let's see here. Conform to retopo on plane, invert, steady stroke. Turn that off. Axis, depth, smoothing, radius. Okay, so this is like almost like a pure stamp kind of thing. And there's another one where you could get it to follow the curve of your brush. I don't think this is it though. I think this tool we want to use with this tool like this. So I'm gonna save this as is. Just put that, well I found it, I just found it, so I'm gonna save it here. Save preset. Add preset. There we go. So we could stamp stuff on there, but that's not the brush I'm looking for. These are not the droids I'm looking for. Let's go here. Whoa! What is that? Fox clay. Oh, my bad. I was on the wrong brush. Okay, so this one follows the curve. Let's see if it actually uses. It says it does. I'm going to use the Vox clay, guys. Okay, let's just do that. Just want to see if the alpha. I don't think the alpha is affecting it, but that's fine. So let's go ahead and just draw on this. Okay. So we could invert by holding control, right? Yep, that's great. Okay, I'm gonna make it smaller. And we could use this tool here. I gotta test out this straight tool, this line. So what happens when you end here, does it continue? You see it overlaps right there. So that's kind of nasty. Let's see if we can find something else that does not overlap. Grow might not be it. Let's go back up here. Let's try the clay. Clay, it looks it's not as smooth as I would like it. Let's go back. Let's try wet clay. Oh, is wet clay actually taking the, okay. It's a little more blending. Okay. We're gonna find the tool, guys. Hold on here. Let me just double check this one here. Yeah, so that's kind of, yeah, that's really base. Okay. Vox clay, usual clay. Let's check this out. Yeah, so that one is not as yeah, so these are really for building up, not final results. Let's see here, soft clay. Let's try soft clay. Let's make this brush a little bit bigger. Go like this. Whoa, yeah, that's dipping in and out. Let's not do that one. Almost there. A thick layer, let's try thick layer. Let's see what options they have in here. Conform to matte, conform to mesh. Okay, it's all good. Tune steady stroke off. Do this. Oh. So this is still has an overlap on there. Let's try Vox Extrude. You gotta go. I'm sorry, guys. This is what you gotta do. You gotta go through the brushes, man. Okay, so yeah, Vox Extrude, nada. Not for this brush. Okay, saving. Give me a second. Okay. Okay, this is Vox. Where was Vox Extrude? Vox Builder. Let's try that one. Unfortunately, this is what you gotta do. Yeah, that's a no. Okay, let's go ahead into Vox Clay tools here. Okay, we have a grow. Let's see if grow does it. Grow is not bad. That's kind of smooth, like where it meets right there. That might work. That's an option, but it's depending on the alpha also, which is not bad. Let's just let's use this alpha and see what it does. Yeah, that's not bad right there. Let's try a sharper alpha and see what happens. Let's try this one. Yeah, it kind of continues it. Let me see. Let's give it some more depth. Wow, the depth is really low on this thing. What the? Why does that look so flat? That is nuts. Okay, let's try build. That is nuts. I've never seen anything like that. Ooh, that works. Oh, and that, yeah, oh yeah. And it merges perfectly. So we might be using build for like, okay, go back. I'm just gonna test it out on something. Build is fine. I'm gonna see if it does, let's see if it does this alpha like this. Oh, that might work. Okay, we're using build, guys. Wow. Okay, so build with a little bit of smooth on there. Let's see, build. Okay, we don't want a depth so deep. Let's go like a 50% depth on that. Let's see. Yeah, that's cool. There's a little bit of overlap, but it's okay. Let's see here. Smoothing is 100. Radius. Just turn off steady stroke.
Make sure everyone eats.
I'm gonna make my presets here. I think this is fine. This feels okay. I'm gonna just add this. And we're gonna get drawing on this. Add preset. Okay, so let's start drawing on this. You gotta start simple. That's what I'm gonna do. Gonna go ahead. So if you're dividing something you don't ever want to divide in half like this, you will kind of want to slide out a bit. So divide it like right here. Start drawing on that. Like so. I'm gonna stop in the middle here and then I'm gonna make a return up, just to kind of give it some difference. Okay, so this is all that. This is half, and then go a third. I'm gonna put my pivot right here so I can rotate on this face. You know what? Can we cut that? Can we do that, guys? Can we cut there? Is that gonna look cool? Or should I just go up around with this edge? I think maybe I should terminate over here. Let's try it. Maybe I could have terminated earlier. Let me think about this for a minute. Okay, let's go. When I mean terminate, just start to make the turn on that. go here. Something like this, and kind of trace back what this angle is doing here. I think that would be cool. Let's do something like that. Yeah, boy. And let's go back up here. Okay. Now I literally want to do everything inverted, so I'm gonna invert the brush. I'm gonna use it to start digging into this, thing here. I'm just gonna go alongside this, you know, just to chill. We're just chilling, guys. Just, you know, don't take it serious. We're just chilling. Okay. Okay, so I just made a decision. I think like all the parts above here is gonna be like carved in, and the parts below here is gonna stand out. I think that might add some level of interest. Let's get a part that wraps like this. That wraps around here. So let's start like right here. Let's do something like this. Let's rotate on this face. Hold on. Let's rotate on this face. And you can restrict, I think you can restrict the angle on these brushes by holding Alt. Yeah, something like that, I'm not sure. Just freehanding it for now. Let's go up straight, let's go straight. Actually do that right here. Now that could have come down a little bit. Let's undo that. Like that. This brush is not perfect. This brush needs work, but we could make it work. Just kind of like we're doing paneling, right? And then we could use a squeeze as a what do you call it, like a pinch tool, and you can just run the pinch tool along. You think it'll bring the seams in nice and tight. Okay, so you see this could have done with like a nice angle on there, but it's all good. You know, it's only after you do something that you realize you could do it better. Okay, I'm gonna make some kind of impression of some things are clamping around here. So let's do that. Let's do this. That. Come back again. That. This is really free-forming it, right? Yeah. Okay. Hold on. I'm gonna have to use a grid for this. Let's bring the grid up. Let's see. Let's go here. The cool thing about the grid is you could actually rotate the grid. So let's do that. Hold on, guys. There we go. I think this might work. It's not perfect, but we're gonna get there. Oops. Maybe we should draw a spline. Let's draw some splines. I'm getting nervous. Let's go. And then splines we could always adjust it later. So we have 3 across, maybe. We'll go with 3. Oops. Right about there. Okay, let's go now.
Wait a minute. You know, this is, excuse me, a damn fine cup of coffee. I can't tell you how many cups of coffee in my life, and this is one of the best.
Okay guys, I'm just gonna change the thing on this so we can see what's going on here a little bit better. I'm gonna add one more clamp on here, then we could adjust the points. You could just, I could literally duplicate this, but I'm not going to. I don't want to be diving on menus. Let's just do this for now. Let's just get the basic shapes. Okay, let's adjust them now.
The greatness like Walt Disney and the rest of us. He called us the bungled and the botched. We sometimes get close to greatness, but we never get there. We're the expendable masses.
Okay, 1, 2. Let's go 2 across up here. Let's go across here. Two across. How many across? 1, 2, 6.
I mean, dig, here's some cat down and out, you dig? I mean, he's nobody, you know, so he says to his old man, you know, he says, man, like I'm nobody. You know, I'm gonna die, man, ain't nobody gonna know I did it. So the cat finds a brick, throws it to Charlie's gun, you understand? Or he takes a gun, shoots. Then the cat lives, man. He really lives, you dig? 100 million people see the cat on the tube, man. And say, oh, the former invisible man lives. Everybody knows where he's in school, ain't nobody's playing for kids, man. It's life, man. Life. You make him an Emmy man. Make him the TV star of the hour. On the 6, the 10, and the 12 o'clock hours.
Okay, let's continue to adjust this. Now, you can literally select each of these things and you could like adjust them in a certain way, but I gotta get back familiar, guys, to be honest. Been a little bit. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, get in the call, I'll be right back.
Life moves pretty fast. You don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Okay, that just happened to work out like that. Let's see if we can move the whole thing. Kinda. And we could hide away the interface too. Okay, so that might be kind of good to go. No, I'm not liking it anymore. You know why? Because like, there's definitely an angle following this way, right? But then there's this angle to try to line up that way. It happens, guys. That's looking stupid. Okay, so, you know what we're gonna do. We're gonna get rid of that. Sorry. That's looking dumb. Let's just continue the old-fashioned old way. He's like, oh, you did all that to do nothing? He's like, yeah, dude, I'm trying to figure it out. Let's make the brush a little smaller. Okay, let's freehand this. And there's also a tool called the fill tool. Okay, see that. There's also a tool called the fill tool that allows you to fill up like anything that any indentations you made. Okay, let's just get this like this. Okay, I think I might have to make the brushes a little bit bigger. It's too big. Okay, I think I got it. What's going on? I think this angle is different from this angle here, so it's not gonna. So I'm gonna have to have like an intermediate angle, which is terrible. Like they should all line up, but alright. So what I mean is like, if you're really doing it, this angle here on top of here is supposed to line up with the angle that ends here, and every other angle that goes there falls within that. It's all good. Okay, we can clean that up. Let's look for that fill tool. I'm just gonna see here. And then if you hold shift, it can get smooth. Almost like an eraser. And you could smooth like all these little parts here that's doing its own thing. You wouldn't do that with that. That looks terrible there, but let's continue to work on it. I'm thinking about trying to extract that shape there. Why are these he's doing that. So these shouldn't do that. Okay, let's undo that. So far back we can go. Ugh, went back too far. Whatever. Got it.
He's a great mystery. No one's ever been able to explain why he's different. Something is in there. To be in his presence is just strange. He's different.
It's slightly off. Let's add the fill tool to the preset.
Something is in there. Something is in there. Is in there.
Man, all that for that. Okay. Okay, so this one we could probably stripe horizontal like that. So there.
To be in his presence, he's just strange.
Okay, so that should follow that contour there.
Our minds are being manipulated. Everything that we have imagined, everything that has gone through our minds.
adjust character, change personality, implanting memory, or adjusting the synaptic connections.
He's tearing the evil minds apart, putting them together again in new shapes of your own choosing.
These are beautiful women who have been used in the past and are being used today through the mind control program that's practiced by the CIA, designed to make human robots out of these individuals. Give them orders, and they may not even know afterwards that they have committed a crime.
You're not eating?
I don't want to eat.
You must eat.
Okay, I'm gonna try to cut this. I'm getting an idea of how to make this a lot more interesting, and I think I'm gonna go that way. I'll see if I can freeform cut it first. That should work, it's not too bad. Okay. Oh, I should have left it in that view. It's all good, I could, let's use this other view here. Okay, here's the idea. Just gotta cut chunks out of it. Slivers along here and end it like right there. I don't know about here. Is it? Let's see. So I'm just gonna use the cutoff tool and let's use this. You know what? Let's bring up a grid. This is where the grid could actually work. Maybe chunks like that. I'll try to get the other side lined up. So that's fine. There. Okay. Cut some chunks out. Oh, wrong layer. That's not bad, but that's really the way that we're thinking. Maybe I should have duplicated this before I did that. Okay, let's just go back. Let's just duplicate this layer so we have a copy of it. Okay. Okay, now I'll do it. I'm gonna stop there for a minute. We really should go all the way through. You know what? At this point, we could do it. We have a copy. It'll probably look really odd. But his face is kind of turning back that way. I'm not gonna do that in one piece right there. Actually, we shouldn't do that. Let's go back. That should probably end right there. Yeah, it should probably end right. Yeah, right there. Okay. Let's see what we got. That's interesting. This just might be the amount of detail we need for now. Just for now. I'm just going to unhide the other pieces. I'm going to pull this out of here. Let's give this the yellow. Let's see what that looks like against there. Of course, this on the side is a slight mess. To fix that. Fix it. Right there. Orthographic comes in useful. Right there. So we have the cutoff. Let's go back to the full cutoff. Go back to the top guy. What the top guy wants is something like this. Flat. Big. It's good for now. We can always adjust it later. Let's continue on hiding the rest of the wing. This might be good enough. I think in the end maybe I'll make this a separate, like, make this reflect that. Oh, we haven't even gotten to the top hand. gonna move this up. Oh, not bad. Yeah, whatever, that works, I guess. Let's put it like it's not the whole thing. So the top part is definitely gotta have something. Just save this for a minute. Getting back my knocks in this, guys. Okay, let's switch back to the main desktop here. If I can just find my cursor, there you go. Let's go. I could have just basically used my mouse for this, but it's all. Let's get a proper view. I knew it was stumbled. Come on. What are you doing to me? There we go. Still tumbled. There we go. I don't know why it's acting so tumbled. It's weird. Oh, maybe this mode got... Okay, so your mode got clicked. Come back and try. Alright, so like I need to find like proper... get my tools back to running in this. So let's see here. I want to make like some nice flat panels, freestyle. So let's go here, just look real quick. So extrude just comes straight at you. That might just work, but I know it has like its limitations. So come in here, do this. Let's test out the extrude. That's the top wing tool. Okay, so let's just test out the extrude on this real quick. Let's go ahead and save again. Save your save and then save that save. File, save as. I want to make a shape going back this way of that same shape there, so we'll try that. Find the right thing for that. This is definitely it. Just flatten that out. What is this music? Ugh. Okay, let's see here. We got that. Okay, I'm gonna try to extrude out. So extrude at 50 depth. I think according to your brush size, you get like a bevel on it. So if I want 0, I need 0 brush size. But let's test out that theory. Okay, it's doing it. Alright, so that's the bevel I do not want. So let's make that brush size, and it's doing it to the brush size. So I'm going to scale the brush size really tiny and see if it still does that bevel. If it does, then I'll scream. Ah, it still does the bevel. Just kidding. It still does the bevel, I don't know why. So let's see what else we have here. And maybe because of the different extrude. So we have a Vox extrude, Vox thick layer. Let's try the thick layer, maybe straight. I don't want any bevels. Oh, yeah. My bad. Let's switch. Do a little piece. And there was a bevel. I'll just do one side and see if it does it. Just one on one face. Let's see here. Radius. That is radius of 0. So this bevel. Doesn't even do anything. Okay. Just gonna make this a little bit bigger again. Okay, we want something without a bevel. Try Vox extrude. And there was a bevel. And when you went there was a bevel. There's more options in these brushes, so I'm just gonna look through these real quick, guys. Voxel extrude works similar to voxel layer without creating a new layer by switching the entire. Let's try this. They have so many tools that do things in a slightly different way. Apply. Uh-oh. And it's gonna extrude the whole entire thing. Ah! I think that's why it froze that. No. Oh no, wait, it did it? I'm gonna go, let's raise it a good bit. Let's go 5, 0.5. What? 0.05, come on. Yes. Along vertex normal, let's go. Yes. I'm gonna have to save this tool. Really rigid paneling is good. I don't like the way how it shows like a fuzzy outline for the thing because it gets me a bit nervous, but hey, as long as it does its job, I'm fine. So I'm gonna save, let's just see if it's raised up enough. Yeah, that's nice. So I'm gonna, it's kind of subtle though, but it's all good. We could deal with subtle for a bit. I mean, it could be a little bit more than that. So let's see here. I'm thinking I'm gonna do the other ones. No, I think that's fine. Okay, so let's go back. Right, I'm gonna save this tool. See, add preset. Right, so this is, and I could always rename these things, right? So I could just do like panel. It could be like a paneling tool. Today on the panel. Man, I would love a couple of these pendants going down here. So let's see if we could do that. Let's bring this back. Can we use a curve on this? Yeah, boy, we can use curves. So I could just make a curve, tracing this back out. Bam, let's make a curve, and we can use that curve right here. Let's do that. I'm gonna go perfect with this one, so I'm just gonna do that right there. And then that, right? So that's our curve. I'm gonna select it. And we can move it down. That is another pendant right there. Okay, let's hit that pendant up. Apply. Oh, did it do it? No. Okay. Why? Got that selected. You know what? It's all good. I could just come back and use this. It's all good. I got it, guys. I'm not sure sometimes the rhyme and reason behind some things, but it's okay. Okay. I could use this. It's not a big deal. We got the shape down anyway. Yeah, for some reason I didn't want to do it with that, with the curve. But at least the curve was a guide, so yeah. Let's go ahead and apply that. Okay, so that totally did that. Let's play with that curve a bit. Okay, so that wasn't really gridded. It's all good. Okay, let's do this one more here. That there is kind of wacky, but let's just do that. It's a little bit of cheating. Okay, let's try that. That might be wrong though, but it feels wrong. But let's do it anyway. Okay, let's go. Okay, let's just apply this. Apply. No big deals. Okay, so more work has to be done on this, you know, probably some slashes like that and different things, and then, you know, we can color things according to how they're being broken up. Let's just see in 3D how this looks. So far, so okay, so alright. Could have been a little more extruded, but I think this should work for now. Get back everything. Right, you kind of gotta look at everything together. Okay, so we got a ribbing happening here, and the ribbing is coming through a little bit on the inner part of the wing, which is kind of cool. You know, some things to touch up. The inside part that we did stuff on, that's not gonna be really shown that much until the wings rotate. So let's see if we can rotate the wings here real quick. Oh, didn't I add that let's add this tool on here. Let's add a transform tool on here. You can take easily add preset, that's the transform. You can get to things easily. I believe we should be able to just rotate this as this. Yeah. Well, kind of. Let's see if I can fix that. Oh yeah, let's fix that real quick. Gizmo only. Let's adjust the gizmo for this. There we go. I believe that's it there. I'm just gonna bring this back. Oh, wait a minute, that's the switch? What the? Can I just adjust this? What the? Stop. Oh my gosh, what's going on? Let's save this. It's feeling wonky. Where's the snap coming from? Oh, let's go center axis, center. for the main access. Set access. Okay, there we go. Set space. Hold on. That is snap. Okay, snap was turned on back. I knew it was snapping for some reason. I don't know why. Okay, can I just rotate this now? There we go. Okay, so I think the design philosophy is kind of ringing through. So we do have this kind of hexagon pyramid thing here, and this echoing through the wings, and we'll just continue to work like on that front, you know, working things like that. But yeah, guys, I'm gonna call that a stream for now. I mean, I know I didn't do a whole lot right now, but I'm trying to get back there, and I think there's things trying to like get my attention right now in the real world. So I gotta go. You know, I gotta go do a bunch of stuff as usual. Hopefully it wouldn't take me out of the game altogether, but you know, in terms of being able to stream. But yeah, I think that's kind of working. So that's Control T. Alright, put that back. Now let's see. Yep, we still got the fish fin. Yep. And of course this is just one half, right? Just mirror this and it should look cool. Alrighty, so alright, I'll see you guys in a little bit. You know, thanks for hanging out with xsinick and I. Just want to shout out to Freddy Confetti for, you know, saying hello, you know, part of the whole Plobby 3D crew, you know, and everyone else who's been lurking. You know, I just want to say thanks for checking out all our stuff, and hope, you know, you guys have a really great holiday. If I don't see you guys tomorrow, hopefully the next day, and you know, peace, you know, or I may come back on later, you know, we'll see, you know, just, you know, let your boy, you know, remember to keep the notifications on. Alright, so I'll see you guys later, and from me and xsinick, you guys have a really, you know, have a really good night. Take it easy, okay? Bye-bye.